Hello, welcome to another episode on the quadratic equation. The just ended episode, we deal with the PQ formula, which is one method used in solving quadratic equation. We mentioned that there are several methods apart from the one we already treated. One of such method is the Po-Shen Loh. Yes, Po-Shen Loh what method of solving quadratic equation, which is also having a long term stem from the completing the square, but on the surface of it is stem from the average of the sum of root. Average sum of root. That is how it is being stemmed on. But we can view it graphically if we are taking a quadratic equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c all equals 0, where we are going to lay emphasis on where a is greater than what? 0, meaning we are dealing with what? Positive. Remember, a can be positive or negative, but per the drawing of the graph for representation, I'm taking the situation or the case where a is more than what? 0. So if that is true, our graph is going to be of this form, either cutting the y-axis or any way like this, making two intercepts on the x-axis, where the graph intercepts the x-axis, give us the solution, or better still, the root of this quadratic equation. So I can say that this is the first intersection, so we can call it alpha. The second intersection can be beta. These are the two roots that we have. Now, we are saying that the Po-Shen Loh is stem on the average of the sum of root. The sum of roots. So alpha plus beta divided by 2 is the average. That average means that we are dividing this into 2, looking at the turning point. So if I draw a line from here, this line drawn is either going to be called the average. So I can call it the average of a sum of roots. I'm going to use M representing the mean, since I don't want to use A. Then we can also call the same line here as the line of symmetry or the axis of symmetry. So whatever information you know about the axis of symmetry, it is the same information we are going to connote for the average of the sum of root. But let's hold on to the line of symmetry and start with the average. What is the average of two numbers? Is the addition of the two numbers divided by 2. That's the concept. All right. Now, how important is knowing the average of what? The sum of what? The root. Remember, this line here is just in the center of the two of them, making the graph become symmetrical. It means that whatever distance that I have here will be the same distance that will be here. So let's say we label that distance any value, but let's use u to represent that distance. Whatever distance I have on this side is the same as this, meaning it's equal division. So if I know the sum of the root, this value, then it means that I can predict the alpha and what? The beta. I can predict which are the root I'm looking for. It can easily be predicted. So how do we do that? Let's say I am on the x-axis. This is 0. Let me have 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that it means that I am saying that the root of this quadratic equation that gave us this graph will be 2 and what? 4. 2 and what? 4. So now if I am looking for this is going to be the first root. This is the second root. 2 plus 4, that give me 6. Divided by 2, give me 6. Give me 3. So you can see the sum of root, average of sum of root is equal to the line of symmetry. The value on the x-axis there, where the line is passing through the turning point. I guess you are getting the 2 points I am trying to lay. The sum, the average of sum of roots and the line of symmetry. So it means that when I know A plus B divided by 2 give me the 3 here. Is that okay? But I will not be of the known of A and B, because that's what I am asked to find. So what I need is just know the average, the 3. If I know the 3, it means that this 3 and this distance can help me find the alpha and beta. Because whatever I have here minus the distance I have here give me the 2. Whatever I have here, this number here, plus this, give me this. So you can see that 1 plus 3, 4. 3 minus 1, 2. It means that the u is 1. The distance is 1. So knowing the u and knowing the 3 make it easier to find the root of the quadratic equation. I don't know if we are on the same page on this. Knowing the u, knowing the average of the sum of root, you can be able to determine or predict the alpha and what? Beta. How do we do that? So it means that I can say that my alpha will be equals to, after I know the mean and this, will just be that the mean, let me use capital since it's there as capital, the mean, which is the 3 minus u. Do you see that? 3 minus 1 give you 2. That is the alpha. Then the beta will also mean that the m that I know, which is a 3, plus the u, 3 plus 1, 4. So that will also mean that the mean plus what? U. So the concept, I need the average of the sum of what? The root. I also need the distance. That distance can be predicted. You can find it easily. So your root will not be the m minus u, m plus u. But this is talking about sum of root. We can also find the product of root from a quadratic equation. Remember, if I divide here by a, I'll be having x squared b over a c equals to this, where your sum is minus b. We don't have minus here, but we can also find out how and why the minus is there. If you check the playlist on the quadratic equation, you surf through, there is an episode, a lot of episodes on quadratic equation, how the negative come here. You can also get it from there. Then the product of root is the c over what? A. So it means that you need to know what the negative b over a is. You need to know c over this. I know from the face of this, you'll be saying that, why am I saying that this is a lot easier than using factorization? No, but by using the completing the square and the formula, because you need to memorize the formula. But here, if you know the sum of root, you know the product of root, you are done. So what do? I can say that the product of root is going to be equals to c over a equals to the answers I had. You can say a, alpha, beta are the root. Their multiplication is the multiplication of this, which is m minus u multiplying m plus what? U. And I'm sure you can see a difference of 2 square in that bracket. So it can mean c over a equals to m squared minus what? U squared. Do you now see that it is easy to find the u now? I can find the m easily by finding the average of the root, average of sum of root. I can find that easily. Starting from here, this is the sum of root. Average of this, meaning dividing this value by 2. I can get that easily. Then the u is what I am looking for to subtract from that answer to get the alpha. Then c over a will be in the equation given to you. So you can see from here, it is easy to find the values. So if I want to go further, the reason why I mentioned that the axis of symmetry have the same idea with this is that when I find the sum of roots is this, dividing that by 2 will give you, I have so many things here. Okay, let me just say this will be x value. Don't forget, the line of symmetry is the x value here will be equals to negative b over 2a. So I can easily find the m the m the same as the line of symmetry. This m is the same as this. So I can just go straight forward and find the m using this. Then the m minus u, which is a variable I need to determine. Then c over a. Those are the things I need. Then I'm done. I guess the tutorial is correct. Okay, well understood. I'm taking my time to lay all the facts out before. So let's see if we can translate this into an equation: x squared plus, let's say, 6x plus 8 equals to 0. I'm going to ignore this and solve this like I don't have to go through all the process. So what do I need? I need to know what the a is. The coefficient is 1. I need to know what the b is. The coefficient is 6. I need to know c, which is what? 8. These are known. So first thing first, I can also think of finding the sum, right? I can also go ahead and find the axis of symmetry, the same answer, but let me take it step by step. So I can say that sum of root is going to be negative b over what? A, right? So negative b over what? This. That gives you negative 6. Is that okay? This is the sum. Then average. Average of root is going to be negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. So I know the average. Are we getting the steps? Find the sum of root. You can go straight forward and go using the line of symmetry, direct formula. No problem about that. That will also give you the result of negative 3. Or find the sum of the root by this formula. Find the average of that, meaning divided by 2. Then we are now going to find product. Or let's say I've gotten this. So let me go for the alpha. Meaning your alpha will become the value you are looking for, which is this, minus 3, right? Minus u. We are looking for that. Beta will also be equals to the value minus 3 plus u. Then product of root obviously is c over a. C over a. That gives you what? 8. Are we there? This product of root we are having is also the same as the product of alpha and beta. So this implies that minus 3 minus u times minus 3 plus u equals to what? 8. Product of root is 8. Product of the root is just by multiplying them so that we can find a u easily. So I'm going straight forward to minus 3 all square u square equals to 8. This must go there. This must come here. So as you have 9 minus 8 equals to u square. And that will give me u square equals 1. U equals to what? 1. If you square the value, no, the square root of 1 will still be 1. Which means that I am now certain of the distance that I'm looking for. That distance is known. So I can find my, therefore, the alpha will become, where is it? Minus 3 minus 1. That's minus 4. I am only going this because there's no space. Then your beta will be equals to minus 3 plus 1. And that will be minus 2, I guess. So these are the solution or the root. Do you see this to be a long process? Or is well within your grasp? You can get it easily. I'm going over again, putting this aside, just taking some concept in mind. I need to know the sum of the root. Since we have done quadratic equation, you can always find the sum of root as minus b over 2. Find the sum of root. Find the average, which is the main reason or the main theme for Po-Shen Loh formula or method. So the average, you find the average of the sum of that root. The moment you know the average, which is the m, then all you need to know is to find the u. So how do I go about it? I can also find the product of root, c over a, right? Then you are good to go. The sum, the average, then the root is the average minus the u, the average plus u. Find the product of root stem from c over a, which this result is the same as the multiplication of the answers you have. And that will give you this you are seeing here. We are about 15 or 14 minutes into the lesson. I would have loved to solve extra example, but I will leave it and do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and bye-bye.